Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Lately, well, the last couple of months, through Colette's Facebook group, we've been doing a huge swap. It involves, so there's 13 of us in a swap, in a journal swap, so a 13-way swap. Hence why everything is being held in a folder to keep it all together. It's a huge swap. We've got about 6 months in which to complete it, which ends around Christmas, but I have a feeling it's going to go into the new year. I thought I would share with you 5 or 6 pages. They are nowhere near complete, and it's just to give others in a group an idea of where I'm at, in case anyone else out there like me is panicking and thinking we're way behind schedule. But yeah, some of them are a lot easier to put together than others. The themes are all different, even though some of them have got the same reoccurring element. There's other elements to it that are all different, and obviously you want each one to be personal to the person that you're sending them to, and not just a generic everything looks the same. So the themes that we have, I read out all the themes just so you have an idea of what we're doing. There's travel and journey, shabby chic roses and butterflies, getting to know you, shabby chic Victorian ladies, vintage style gloves, garments, shoes and bags, friendship journal, as in your likes and your colours, country shabby chic with sage green and blues, shabby chic florals in blues, purples and pinks, fairy garden, Alice in Wonderland, vintage Tim Holtz, Harry Potter the Prisoner of Azkaban, so it's specific to that film, and tea and cake. And I chose tea and cake, so the ladies out there that are doing tea and cake, I hope you're having fun with that one. And it's not too hard. I'm sure there's lots of images and pieces out there with cake on them. So a couple that I want to show you, one is the fairy garden. This was chosen by the lovely Tammy, and this is where I have got to so far. So the idea is that you have an A4 tea dyed piece of paper, and you're to do all 4 sides. You can include fabric, papers, stamping, you can Mod Podge on it, anything goes, just as long as the ladies can sew them in and make a journal out of them afterwards. So fairy garden, this is where I'm at so far. So I've green inked around the outer edge. I've got a little fairy tag on here with a little embossed fairy, a little butterfly. It's a 3D tulips, and then this will fan out and it's metallic leaves, and I've done a 3D fairy here, and then that lifts up, so there's lots of space in which to write. Even another card could go on here, and inside I've put a fairy napkin and a fairy image. This is a pocket, and then on here you've got leaves and a bird, and then this lifts up, so there's more journaling space in here, so you've got your little bumblebees. Not too sure about this page yet, this might change. This is how it's looking at the minute, so you've got your collage of flowers running up the side, and then a little fold back there with some butterflies in a jar, and you've got your all your strawberries, leaves, ladybugs, bits like that all on this side. And the back I haven't yet started. So as I say, none of them are complete. They all still need ephemera. It's just where I'm at. I dip in and out of each one as I go. Wendy chose Tim Holtz. When I first heard this, I thought, my goodness, what do I do? The only Tim Holtz I have is the Botanical Flowers, so what can I do from there? But I think it's turning out so far okay. Panic soon died down and the thought process kicked in, so it's quite, it's more grungy for me. I've got a little robin down here. I'm still trying to get the tactile element of some material. It's got a velvet, crushed velvet ribbon down the side. This opens out, and you've got your little girl there, which is a Tim Holtz die cut coming out of the bird cage. With Tim Holtz, I kind of thought it's like clocks, big letters, all your browns and things, but Wendy can lift all of these up for more writing space. Then I've used more sort of industrial papers inside. As I say, I only had the botanical pieces really and some inks, so kind of using what I have to try and make a Tim Holtz style. There's a pocket on this side. I've put a glassine bag there, which also creates another pocket. There's a little boy here, and then this is also a pocket, and it has got little tiny pearlized beads to go running up, and a 3D wine glass. And then I've used other papers, which some of them are textured, which Colette sent me some, and so did Mary Barrett, sent me some pages. And each of these are pockets, so I've yet those to fill. And then the back page, so far all I've done is stitched on another page with the writing and the clocks, and I've generated a pocket in there as well, just to add some more pieces. So that's as far as I've got with this one. Belinda wants Alice in Wonderland. There are so many Alice in Wonderland journals and journal pages out there that it's very, very hard to make one yours. My favourite part of Alice in Wonderland is the caterpillar. I'm mesmerised by the caterpillar, and through the early film where she's walking through the flower beds. Loved that. So I've got the caterpillar with little Alice peeping over, which opens out, and I've stenciled over some flowers and spiraled leaves just there. This I have kept plain at the minute because I don't really know what I'm doing behind as of yet. Inside, so far I have the tree, cat in the tree. So you also got the fringing down here and the little drink me bottle. And you've got Alice drinking, and that opens out. It's one of my favourite passages within the book. And a ribbon saying "Eat me," and enjoy the little things, because obviously she shrinks and then gets bigger. And behind there is a pocket as well. Then you've got the Mad Hatter on the Union Jack background. It was a banner, so I'm reusing that. And I've just got a section of the Mad Hatter's Tea Party printed out there, and nothing in here at the moment. And then on the back I'm going to be doing something with painting the roses red. So just some key elements running through Alice, but planned out in motion at the minute. This one I thought was going to be one of the easiest ones to do, and I'm actually finding it one of the hardest to do. Whereas this I thought was going to be one of the hardest to do, and I've actually found it one of the easiest to do. So it depends on the styles of how we're working. The next one is for Carolina. She's after vintage style gloves and garments, and because Nikki has also asked for a sort of vintage style, but she's asked for Victorian ladies, with this vintage style I've gone 1920s, because then you get the gloves, you get the dresses, you get the hair accessories. So I've done 1920s theme on the front, which you've then got your Art Deco style little notepad there. What I'm thinking of is maybe adding actual 3D pearls to the circles on the front, just to give it that texture, but I'm having to think about that one at the minute. Inside is a dress form pocket, and so far I've just got some Art Deco tags on the go. At the minute, nothing backed onto them yet. An Art Deco, these are for birthday cards, so it makes the pages really solid and sturdy. So that's just a backing page at the minute. Not quite sure what I'm going to do on top of that at the moment, but it has generated a pocket, and then on the back it's just another vintage image on the back, just to keep it a bit lighter in the colouring, get some neutral tones back in from the striking red on the front. So still, again, loads more to do. Angie is after shabby chic roses and butterflies. So, this is where I am up to. This one has got tassels at the bottom. Angie, I know, absolutely loves pink and white. So I've used a sweet bag along the back, then put a card on the front with a butterfly. I dyed some fabric, so I've cut the flowers out and put pearls on the front with a little applique and some little flowers. I've just started to do some ephemera on this one. Inside I've created more pages. I've sewn ribbon down this side, and again you've got your butterflies. So I've just started to do some tags and bits and create some more pages. So each one I am trying my best to make slightly different, but they will have, like, trying to get them to have an extra page or a pocket, something just to add that little bit extra. And the back at the minute is like this. And last one I want to show you, which is a completely different theme again, is Dee Dee's, which is travel and journey. Dee Dee is in the United States, so for travel I've done London, where I'm from. A wooden keyring, so I've just put a little napkin decoupage again on top of the keyring, so it's something you buy when you're travelling and being a tourist. Pocket on the front. I have used a Stamperia pad within this, as well as a Hobbycraft vintage pad. So you've got the journey, you've got sailing, you've got the underground map, bringing it back to London, and there's a little pocket here. You've got your compass and navigational, sailing ship up here, and then on the back it's all your different posters, like as if you're making a collage and scrapbook of where you've been with your photographing, your cameras. I know Dee loves her camera and taking photographs, and my way of travelling around, especially in the UK, is the car. So I've had a little car on there. Different ways to travel. So you've got your, I'm going to have a hot air balloon and all sorts going on, still to be added. So that's that one. So as you can see, they are so different in style. Every theme is different, so it's a lot to think about, a lot to make personalised for each person. I hope I am not too far behind. I think the majority of us are in the same sort of place at the minute. We've started on most, or some of them we haven't even picked up yet, but every single page has been started. Some are more developed than others, but I'm getting there and I'm absolutely loving it. The hardest thing I'm finding is where there are, how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, we've got 4 that literally say shabby chic. That's the bit that I'm finding hard to make them personalised to each person and not look generic. So that's where it's taking up more time. But other than that, this is a great swap, huge swap, to do 13 completely different journal pages. But it's making me see that when I'm doing my own journals, just how flexible the pages can be. That some pages don't need to be full on impact, some can be quite subtle. So I thought I would share them with you. All the other ladies that are doing this, I'm wishing you all the luck with yours, and I hope you are really, really enjoying it, and just as much as I am. I'm loving this. I'm loving finding little bits and pieces and adding them in. Can't wait to see how you guys are getting on with yours, and it's quite exciting, really. So yeah, hopefully I will be videoing all of these once they are completely complete, with ephemera and everything and any changes, but that will not be uploaded until after everyone has got their swap pages, so that ladies, even the ones that I've shown here, none of these are complete. Changes that can still be made, these may not be as you find them when they come through your door. So yeah, they all have an element of surprise still to come, and yeah, hopefully everyone's having fun with them, and just thought I'd share with everyone what we've been up to, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.